Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakahakodash, Barakatum. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and infinite honors to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. And peace and salutations to you sincere Akim out there, pushing this word in truth and sincerity to the four corners of the globe. May you brothers endure until the end. This is the brother Ra'aya with another video, and I'm going to start it off in Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And he causeth all, that he, being the elite rulers of the planet right now, who are of the nation of Esau, Edom, or the so-called white people, the Rothschilds, Rockefellers, DuPonts, Gettys, Merovingians, you name it, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that mark, or the charagma, is of course the RFID/NFC MICROCHIPIMPLANT. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell. And when the charagma is mandatorily implemented, you won't be able to buy or sell, get a job, travel abroad, or do anything unless you've got the charagma. You'll be seen as a social pariah, as it says, save he that had the charagma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. And I opened up the video with these verses that we're very familiar with to preface an article that was just published on April the 13th of 2022 this year on Newsweek.com, titled, "You can now get a payment chip implanted in your hand for $200. And this just goes to show that with each passing day, we're getting closer and closer to the mandatory implementation of that charagma. I did a video the other day dealing with how on the Dr. Oz show a couple of years ago, he did a segment dealing with the charagma, and it was titled The Next Big Thing. And fast forward to 2022, and even more information is coming out in the mainstream news talking about the charagma. Hey, everything is happening right on time and exactly how our apostle elders over here at GMS or Great Millstone prophesied it would. But this is all through the will of Yahweh Bahasham Yahawashi to fulfill the words that he spoke of in the scriptures, as it says in Isaiah 55 verse 11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth, out of the mouth of his prophets, out on the highways and byways preaching this word, as well as putting up video epistles like this, again, chiefly through GMS or Great Millstone. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, the mandatory implementation of the charagma, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell. And it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. And Apostle Tahar is deemed 2022 to be the year of Yahweh Bahasham Yahawashi turning things up. And just from articles like this alone, it goes to show that Yahweh Bahasham Yahawashi is definitely turning things up. Hey, our salvation is nearer than when we believed, Akim. So now more than ever, you should have all 10 toes down in this truth, pushing this word as hard as you possibly can to make your calling and election sure, and to be of and to have that protective hedge of Yahweh Bahasham Yahawashi over you, and be safe from this hour of temptation when the charagma is mandatorily implemented. A Polish-British company is offering individuals the opportunity to receive a subcutaneous implant inside the hand that is capable of making payments that they may neither buy nor sell, like any credit card or digital payment. And what have we been hearing about over these past couple of years dealing with this situation 19, that we need to move towards a cashless society. You've seen social spacing, as we'll call it, and a push for contactless payments through these apps like Apple Pay, Venmo, Cash App, you name it. And also, what have we been hearing about heavily from these central banks recently? That there needs to be implemented a CBDC, a central bank digital currency, which this charagma is going to be the middleman for. The company called Walletmore is selling charagmas the size of a small safety pin that is implanted under the skin of the individual's hand and cost just over $200. According to the company, more than 200 individuals have already received the charagma, and Walletmore believes it's because people do not want to worry about losing their wallets or getting their bank cards stolen. A national study conducted by Biostat found that more than 72% of Poles worried about having their wallet or cards stolen or lost. Nearly 47% also said they would receive an implant if it was completely free. There you have it right there, that charagma. The implant will allow individuals to make payments without having to carry around any form of physical payment, such as a mobile phone or card. It can replace a bulky wallet and is a convenient alternative to a credit card or a device with a payment function, the company said. The idea of a charagma implantation is nothing new, with some people in Sweden seeking to receive charagmas containing their Kragamuffin 19 VACCINATION records. But this is the first case in which a charagma is used to make payments. After the procedure, individuals are able to transfer funds into the digital wallet application and can immediately make purchases at most businesses around the world simply by scanning their hand over the card reader. That's it with this article. But again, as we can clearly see, with each passing day, we're getting closer and closer to the mandatory implementation of the charagma, and nothing will happen to avert these prophecies from coming to their fulfillment. And when that mandatory implementation hits, Akim, it's going to be tough. People will be faced with being put to death for not taking the charagma, as it says up in verse 15. And he again being the elites of the Edomites, had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak. And the image of the beast are the financial, political, and military aspects of this beast system that we're currently living in. Those iron toes mixed with miry clay in Daniel chapter 2, the reincarnated Roman Empire, the NATO-EU alliance that the U.S. is a part of, and this charagma is a major aspect of the image of the BEAST. And that the image of the BEAST should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the BEAST should be killed. Point blank, period. But you sincere Akim should know by now that no matter what comes your way during these times of Jacob's trouble, which we're quickly coming into, during your hour of temptation to not take the charagma, if it's your lot to go out for not taking it, then so be it. You're going to be an automatic elect on the chariots with Yahushai, waiting to come and save the rest of the elect. And you're going to have that eternal memorial of righteousness that you stood firm in the names of your power, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. Hey, but if you do get weak and receive that charagma, and you're not of that elect number, and you're going to have that eternal memorial to show that you were weak and gave in to the dictates of Esau, Edom, and you're going to be burned up by those nuclear missiles when they're shot to the ends of the earth during World War III, after the mandatory implementation of the charagma, as it says in Revelation chapter 14, verses 9 to 10. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the BEAST and his image, and receive his charagma in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone. Those nuclear missiles, as well as that concentrated heat, or those so-called so-called laser beams being fired from the chariots of the Most High, which people ignorantly refer to as so-called UFOs, in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb, Yahushai HaMashiach, whom these people ignorantly refer to as so-called Jesus Christ. So that's it with this video. And with this video, I hope you sincere Akim and Akwath were edified, as we can clearly see, again, with information like that coming out in these mainstream media publications, we know that our salvation is at hand. So now more than ever is not the time to be getting weak, but doing whatever you can to stay in the good graces of your power, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, so you can make your calling and election sure and be saved from all these trials of Jacob's trouble, which are quickly coming our way. So as always, I'm going to say Abad Babal, Kwam Yasharala, and until next time, Shalom.